Clippers guard Patrick Beverley was on with SVP and said it will take one thing for him to feel comfortable to play.
Communication. That's it. It's just sad that we got to hear about things happening, in our workplace and stuff like that via Twitter. I mean, it's good, it's entertaining, it's fun, but just want more communication. Let us know. Don't just string us along. Man. If the NBA's starting, if the NBA's finished, just let us know. I challenge the NBA. We blood, sweat, and tears for this league, and we feel like it should be a certain line of respect that we should be knowing what's going on. Whatever the answer is, regardless how people take it. We just want to know, can we hoop? That's it.
So, Adrian Wojnarowski, that's Patrick Beverley. He's looking for answers. Are you hearing similar things from other players? What did you think of that?
Every single day, Greeny. Every hour on every day. And listen, it's a tough spot because the reporting on the league's return is ahead mostly sometimes of the communication with the players from the league and the Players Association. And listen, I know Patrick Beverley, he'll go play in the parking lot right now. Never mind having to go to Disney. Especially the guys on the Contenders, they want to get back. And I know Patrick's blowing up his agent. Kevin Bradbury's blowing up Lawrence Frank and Mike Winger with the Clippers, and they want answers from their teams. And, you get the frustration from teams at times, I think especially earlier in this process, when players like Patrick Beverley would come to them and say, guys, where are we with this? And the teams didn't have that information from the league office, because I think what Adam Silver has tried to do here was understand we're going to push a decision until the very last possible minute. That's why they're still working through the details now. They want to have every last piece of data they can on the science and the health. They want to know more than whether it's 20 teams or 24 teams or who's in and who's out and what's the structure. I think what keeps Adam Silver up at night is, are we putting our players and our coaches and those who might be more vulnerable with our older employees and staff, are we putting them at a risk that is elevated beyond what they might be dealing with in their everyday life? And I think that's the threshold they've tried to go at with this. And in doing that, there are going to be times where players and teams themselves, coaches, don't have the answers that they want at that time. But we're getting closer to a resolution here.
Well, look, I think if there's one thing all of us have figured out through all of this, not just in sports, a pandemic is a time when there are a lot more questions than there are answers. I think that applies to almost everything. So quickly, you mentioned we're running out of time. Give me a sense of that. When do we need to get to the next level of this thing to make sure it keeps moving forward?
There's a call today with the league office and the general managers. Tomorrow, the board of governors, essentially the owners. And I think we'll have a better picture through the weekend and into next week at what the structure of a return is going to look like. And, I think one place the league is really looking at right now, Greeny, 20 teams, the 16 playoff teams, and then 4 teams in the Western Conference who are on the bubble: Portland, New Orleans, Sacramento, San Antonio. That is a focus right now on the board of what they're looking at, but they haven't decided, and they've still got more drilling down to do on this.
All right, the 20 teams, I'm calling the Jalen Rose plan. He was the first person I heard present it, and it sounds like a good idea to me. Woj?